Ensuring a better future, that's the aim of Anderson Child Management, a non-charity organization founded by the visionary and dreamer Anita Anderson. The name clearly bears her last name, but what could have inspired her to start this non-profit organization?
How we come about with the name of Anderson Child Management was from the Child Support Receipt Book, and with that I had to get my name to originate it. The Child Support Receipt Book is made to support both parenting transaction and to ensure there is transparency with the financial obligation. And it's a further reference and also for proper record keeping where parent is concerned. What inspired me to start this was a vision. Yes, I get a vision from the Lord how to make this book. And with my personal experience, I was able to bring it out into the market. The response out there sometimes, especially when I go to the courthouse to sell these books, is like parents, wow, how you come about this, how you made this very great idea, you come at the right place selling this book and stuff like that. And it inspired me. It really inspired me to know that I can be able to do something. The Lord has given me this vision to do something that really help parents. Father, sometimes at court call me, impressed with the book. Yo, come sell one of them books, they don't call you. Don't know, man, not get no receipt and all these things. So, I smile and it really built me. My day, like if it's a very big court day, which is on a Wednesday, if it's a very big court day, I sell like sometimes like 20 books, 30 books. And some parent feel bad in purchasing the book, and some really don't have the money. So I try to make the book as low as possible where cost is concerned. Some will say, go to the father, see over there so I can buy one from you because when I spend the money now, give me the money, and stuff like that. And some I would tell them, some why I put an example sheet in it because some really don't understand how to fill the book out. So that's why they won't purchase the book. So when the example sheet in it, they are able to follow.
It takes courage and determination to sell these receipt books at the Spanish Town Courthouse, and so when Anita ventured out on her first day to sell these books, she didn't know what to expect.
How do I feel? I was excited, can't wait, nervous. How do I sell these books in the market? What would I say to parents when they ask me, how do I come about selling this at the courthouse? What's the purpose of it? How would it help them? So I explained to them as best as I could, and they understand what I'm saying, and some of them say, oh, I always have nothing to prove that I am receiving money, so this is really a great and awesome idea. For father, he came from all the way in Linstead to come to family court, and unfortunately, he really had no money, and what he has no receipt to show that he gave the mother the money on spot at the family court, and I blessed him with one of that book. And he was like, wow, Mom, God bless you, God bless you. It's in business, it's not just to sell every day, but to just bless somebody from it as well. I just give God the glory. I really give God the glory for all this. I will not take the glory for myself because with God and without my team, it wouldn't be possible. I'm feeling blessed, and I just give God all the glory for that.
Anderson Child Management is funded through the various activities that they do.
We get the funds by selling the Child Support Receipt Book. We keep our first fundraising, and we keep our parenting seminar, which we had a donation box. We sell our key rings. We sell our books at that seminars. And we are looking into our annual fundraising, annual seminars, and also the book. Our parenting seminar is like a workshop where parents need answers, and they don't know where to turn, they don't know that they can go here and get these answers. So when they come out to these workshops, they realize that there's help, there's hope. You don't have to be struggling to foster your child. You don't have to struggle to tell your child that I love you, because when you come to these parenting seminars, from different organizations, it teaches you how to foster your child, how to protect your child, how to love your child, how to support your child in every means, and how to listen as well to your child. I really want to emphasize on the fathers, for them to really step up and play this major role in their child life or their children's life. Regardless if they are not with the mother anymore, for them to participate in the child PTA meeting, graduation. Remember the child birthday, call the child, say something to the child, say I love you, ask what the child is doing. And when you see fathers making these major steps, I would love for mothers to really support them in doing so. For me, as an upcoming company trying to help parents and to help children, I think that society can do much better. What future plans do I have is to make my book be available island-wide and internationally, and to have our parenting seminar go worldwide to help every parent that need our help. We have plans like going into the children's home. You know, whatever we achieve from these fundraising, we can able to share it among these children in the children's home. We need to go and visit like a lot of homes where, you know, parents are that, you know, maybe haven't seen the child in a long while. United we stand, divided we fall. I'm not looking at it to say I'm a company and I don't want the help of a next company. If we can all put together and make this country a better place, I am willing to do so. I would love for the government to endorse my book by allowing the clerk of court to use it. My books are available even in Western Union. My books are available. Every crease and corner of every little store, it's available. It's available in Sangster's bookstore island-wide. We're hoping that everybody will hear about Anderson Child Management.
Coming up on Caring Hands.
Managing a non-profit organization is never an easy task, but Anita has a team that provides the support that is well needed in order to move the organization forward.
I am the team manager for Anderson Child Management, and my role is just to really create and foster ideas to move the company forward and just to really influence the other team members, you know, that is working with us, you know, to work hard at exposing Anderson Child Management. I have known Anita for about 16 years now, right? She is more like a daughter to me, right? I have really mothered her from those times. And as a visionary, she's always creative. And so when she came about with this vision, she came to me, she called me and tell me about it, and, you know, we meet and, you know, put ideas together. She was saying, Mama, how can we put this out, you know, to the forefront? And so we sit together and we think, you know, and then we come about a Facebook page. And then we realized that the page was costing a lot to keep up, and so we decided, why not make a Facebook group? And so we made a group, and that is really, you know, it really started pushing off. Persons started recognizing the group and just, you know, really endorsing.
Maureen Allen is very vocal on issues surrounding them. When quizzed on the matter of child abuse, which seems to have become a national epidemic, she had this to say.
It's just so heart-rending to hear some of the things that is really happening, the abuse and the rape and all of that, you know, it's really heart-rending to hear them. And so, you know, even Anderson Child Management coming on board now, we see it as an avenue really to say to parents, don't look on the government to make things better, and don't say the government is not doing enough, right, to curb those abuse, those crime against children. Don't say that. What we need to begin to look on is an individual work. It begins with parents at home. It begins with parents just really listen to your children. Hearing them out, looking on your children, what is going on with them. Because a lot of our children, they are crying out. But parents are otherwise minded with the struggle of life and economic crisis and all of that. Parents are really, you know, focusing on that, and they are not focusing, so the abuse can be there. So it begins with us as parents. It begins with men and women on a whole in Jamaica. And, you know, when we as parents, you know, stand up and begin to listen to our children. And then I was saying, you know, just the other day, is that we get back to that place where the village will grow a child, our children. Not to say that we're looking for persons to abuse your children on the street, but when a village begin to grow your children, we will see eye out for each other children. And even if my neighbor is abusing their children, don't think on what will happen if I talk. Talk, because that's a child. The child is essential. So the village should get back to growing children. Look out not only for your child, but look out for the neighbor child that is being abused. And you see children on the road wandering, don't pass them. Find some means by getting them home or bringing them to the station. But it all depends on individual. Us and parents need to begin to listen and to see.
With these issues in mind, she hopes that they will be recognized for the work that they do.
What we are working at now is to be seen in Jamaica, to be heard of. When you walk in a pharmacy and you see the book, when you see the book anywhere about the place, right? And you begin to buy this book and, we begin to establish this company. Then what I would want the government to do is to endorse it, right? So as long as the book is being used, as long as it's being seen, person talking about the book, then what we want the government to do is endorse this, allow it to be used in the court system. Because when you look at a book as this, right? You keep good record, and this book helps you to reach each other, to bridge that gap where the animosity among single parents is that I don't want to see the daddy or me don't want to see the mommy, but this book would have bridged that gap. Is that meet me halfway, meet me in a park, meet me at Sovereign Center, meet me at Emancipation Park, and let us come together, right? And really listen to your children. Because the father is missing. So if the mother can meet them halfway, and we even want to talk to me, talk to the child or the children. Find out what is happening at home, find out what is happening at school, find out things about it. So this company is about to bridge that gap where the whole animosity will be over between parents, because a woman cannot make a child alone. It takes a man as well. So the responsibility is between mother and father. And children need both mother and fathers. They do. With these seminars that we're having, we look at parents supporting these seminars. So for the former one that we have a lot of persons coming in. We have persons coming from children and abuse here. And we have the policemen coming in to talk. We have a lawyer, Mrs. Bartholomew, actually coming in to talk. And we have a number of persons in that seminar coming in just to educate parents on a whole on how to bridge this gap, between single parents, right? So I believe that the seminar is one way that we'll be able to educate them. When they come in, they will be educated on how do I treat my child? How do I reach out more to my child? How do I hear my child crying out? So I believe these seminars that we're having will do that. So my hope and vision is for anti-child management is that we will be known. Not just really saying that, we have a support book going out and all of that, and a few persons know us, but really to be known to Jamaica on a whole.
Coming up on Caring Hands.
Shan Durkan Willis, a mother of two, is one of the many people that the organization has helped. For her, it is God sent.
I heard about Anita's child management from Anita Anderson. When she started this vision, she told me about it, and I thought it was a good vision because we need so much more of this kind of venture for our children. It started helping me by me going to the seminar. It was very informative, and from my experience growing my kids, there was so much I learned from going to the seminar. My vision is this company growing to empower more women like us from a single parent point of view. And we need more motivational speakers like the people that she takes on at the seminars to teach more young women, especially growing young women who's coming from a certain background, you know, who needs help on how to grow their kids. A young lady coming up with this idea and trying to push herself to do it is very motivational for me, because you don't find young people on a whole who come up with these ideas these days. Trust me, you don't. And everybody is thinking about what next to do for themselves, not what to do for other kids. I think in this time and that place that we live in now, if we find more people like Anita Anderson, we will have better household, better families, better society and a whole, because she's trying to make a foundation for these kids. I think single mothers should really go out and get help. Like for instance, Anderson's Child Management, she has these seminars that teaches mothers, whether you're single or together, because even though, no, put it this way, even when you have two parents can be in the house and still destroy the child. You understand? So it's not even single parents alone who needs to get motivational speaking, and I think both parents do, whether you're together or not. When you destroy a child, you destroy an asset to society. An asset. And I say that to say this, because that child that you just killed could have been your same doctor, or your lawyer, or your teacher, or a bus driver. An asset to society. You understand? So I'm saying stop. Think on what we're doing. It's just wrong. I want to just thank Miss Anderson for what she's doing, because this will have a big impact on children in this society. Saying that even my kids, she's a motivator for them. My kids, they love her so much, because let's say she come to my house and visit with the kids, or she call on the phone, my daughter would say, Auntie Anita, I want to talk to Auntie Anita, because she has that spirit for kids. So I just want to thank her that she's a great motivator for our children.
Caring Hands took the opportunity to ask Shan her thoughts on fathers who have neglected their children.
My message to these fathers, knowing that I'm one of those mothers who's having that same kind of problem, is to support your child. One parent cannot grow a child. When put it this way, when you first got together, it wasn't one person. So it's very unfair for a mother alone to grow a child, and then in the event of it, that child grow up to be a doctor, that same man will come and say, oh, that's my big daughter, that's my big son. It's so wrong. You know, you have to stand up as a man, take up your responsibility, look out for that child, teach them how to love, because even I can tell you, I'm a first-hand experience of a child not having his or her father. There's this lack, you can see it. A mother cannot give a child her father's love. You can only give that child a mother's love. You can only give that child a mother's love. If you have a son, he's going to miss his dad. A girl, she misses her father too. Having the mother alone, something is always missing, and this is where you find the problem come in now when they grow up to be adults and they crave for love from other people, because so that's a problem right there. For us to keep these families together, is the father has to play his part. I believe the father has to play his part.
Her message to those who are abusing children is simple.
Stop. Stop. When you destroy a child, you destroy an asset to society. An asset. And I say that to say this, because that child that you just killed could have been your same doctor, or your lawyer, or your teacher, or a bus driver. An asset to society. You understand? So I'm saying stop. Think on what we're doing. It's just wrong.
For persons who may want to contribute or to volunteer, they may look us up on Facebook at Anderson Child Management Child Support Receipt Book, or Twitter and Instagram. They can also email us at child.management29@gmail.com, or they can contact us at 846-6061 or 432-6402.